Good morning. I'm professional sports handicapper Ross Benjamin. It's Saturday, February the 15th. Time for another edition of my college basketball free pick segment. Not a good day yesterday with my college basketball free picks on this channel as we went 1 and 2. That makes us 11, 9, and 1 over our last 7 videos. 55%. You'll make some money doing that, but let's improve upon that. We need to do much better, and we're going to start with today. Let's get right to it. Starting with the game between number 9 Maryland at Michigan State, 6 p.m. Eastern Time start. Right now, Michigan State is a 6.5-point favorite. This is one of those lines. When I looked at it this morning, my antennas went straight up. You have a classic example here of an unranked team, Michigan State, as a sizable favorite, being 6.5 points against a top 10 team. The sports books, the odds makers are begging you to take the number 9 Terrapins as an underdog. I'm not falling for that trap. This looks like a sucker bet. They just don't give money away, and it's really I don't recall seeing this in a long time where you see a team that's unranked laying this many points against a top 10 team. Michigan State 3-0 straight up in ATS in their last 3 at home versus Maryland, that is, and they won those games by 17.3 points per contest. So Maryland has had very little luck the last 3 years in their trips to East Lansing. Michigan State's also off a 2-point win at number 22 Illinois. And the Spartans are 4-0 straight up in ATS this year in conference home games following a win, and they've won those contests by a decisive margin of 20.8 points per game. I'm going to take Michigan State here, minus the 6.5 at home against Maryland. Southeast Conference battle between the Tennessee Volunteers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. 6 p.m. Eastern Time start from Columbia, South Carolina. Right now, the South Carolina Gamecocks are a 3.5-point home favorite. Tennessee is coming off an 82-61 home win over Arkansas earlier this week. However, the Vols have gone 0-5 straight up and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games following a home win, and they weren't very good in those games offensively. That's been their major downfall, coming off those home wins again, 0-5 straight up in their last 5 off a home win and losing by 10 points per contest, and offensively during those 5 contests, how about 56.6 points per game scored and shooting 35.7% from the field. And then you could couple that with the fact that South Carolina has gone 4-0 straight up in ATS in their last 4 at home, winning by a sizable margin of 17.7 points per game. And in those 4 home wins, they allowed just 62.5 points per game and held their opponents to a miserable 34.2% shooting. South Carolina has also gone 3-0 against the spread in their last 3 games as a favorite, while winning by 22.7 points per game. I like South Carolina here. Lay the 3.5 at home against Tennessee. Washington at UCLA, 10 p.m. Eastern Time start. Right now, UCLA will be a 3-point home favorite at Pauley Pavilion this evening. And these two teams are headed in opposite directions. Washington has gone 0-7 straight up and against the spread in their last 7 games. Granted, most of those losses have been close calls. They're not getting blown out, but by the same token, losing starts to become a habit when it lasts this long. And getting close only counts in horseshoes and in dancing, slow dancing, and that's not going to get a cut it when you're betting against a spread. They've also gone 0-6 straight up in ATS in their last 6 conference away games as well. UCLA, on the other hand, won 4 straight at home, and in those 4 home wins, they've allowed just 62 points per game and held the opposition to to 39.2% shooting. I like UCLA here as a short favorite, -3 over Washington. Repeating again, your free picks for Saturday, February 15th. Michigan State -6.5 versus Maryland. South Carolina -3.5 against Tennessee. And UCLA -3 over Washington. Be sure to visit my website. That's rbwins.com. It's there you'll find all the best I have to offer on a daily basis. You'll also find some very good pricing, affordable pricing on 7-day, 30-day, and annual packages. That's rbwins.com, where you pay a little to make a lot. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, right below this video on the right-hand side, you're going to see a subscribe button. Click it. Costs you absolutely nothing. Helps to keep these videos supported and alive for over close to 6,000 subscribers out there. I thank you for your continued support. Once again, have a great day and good luck with all your picks.